Content. I am your host, Edward Anderson. I got a good one for you. So this is going to be the video of the gotcha bitch. Shout out to Nate. Nate gave me a video of not so much Andrew Wilson, but Andrew Wilson's wife saying some real bullshit. So I'm going to cover that later, and I'm going to cover that later because I want to see the full, and I want to see the full interview to see what was she referring to, or did she actually just come out of the woodwork and just start throwing out some white beater bullshit, knowing good and well that white men be whooping on their ass like a motherfucker. I don't know why they try to act like white people are not violent as hell. I don't get that, you know. But that's not even what this video is about. And by the way, shout out to you all to check out my upload I did. I am going to try to get more uploads. They will. I kind of have a different brain when I'm doing uploads, so they will get better as I get in the habit of doing them. And they're gonna get better, more on point, and I'm gonna try to do, you know, as many as I can, and throwing out various things, some stuff, try to do stuff that other people are not really talking about, and yeah. But also, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today, so check out my uploads, the one I cover age gap dating, and the bullshit behind that. This one is going to be the bullshit behind 70K. Dating a man is 70K. And this is why, one thing that I gotta say, now first of all, this sister, lovely sister, I have generally liked a lot of stuff that she has said. However, a lot of dudes have pointed out that she gives chameleon vibes, and I'm the type of person, I'm gonna let you trip over some shit, you know, first, and then I'm gonna get you. This is where she's tripped over some shit, and she's trying to, you know, she's trying to act like she's trying to handle it with grace, but she's trying to act like she's being beat up on. So we're gonna keep it real, but you're gonna have to get got, but we're gonna keep it real with this, and I'm gonna be as nice as I can, but the truth will be told. First of all, this is a very beautiful woman. I'll say that. Second of all, though, you're trying to talk your way out of some shit, because obviously you want to build a platform for yourself, and I understand that. Once again, I'm really getting, as somebody that knows people that are actual doctors, shout out to Dr. Tiasan Johnson, shout out to Dr. Thunder. I really get tired of these black females in particular being these fucking doctors. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna be just so real about it. I don't know where she got her doctorate from, but I'm gonna tell you, if you didn't get if you actually didn't go to school and get a fucking PhD, and you went to DeVry or some shit like that, bitch, you're not a doctor. If you got your doctorate from the internet, you're not a doctor. Fuck you, fuck that. I don't want to hear that. If you didn't go to an actual school, and I don't give a fuck about what you legally can call yourself, as far as I'm, like, that doctorate bullshit, y'all need to stop saying. Common sense don't need a fucking PhD. And most PhDs ain't millionaires. Most PhDs don't have the outcomes that you actually want. So I really get tired, like, PhDs have all this information. Most of them are fucking broke, or they depend on their shit being funded. They're not actually out here, they're actually not hitting all the quality of life metrics like that. That's real. That being said, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And she basically got herself in trouble talking about, you know, 70K is not enough. And I didn't hear the clip, but, you know, she's you know, female splaining, trying to put on a smile, trying to be on some, oh, you see I'm cute, so you get away with it, get away with it. No, bitch, those light skin tactics are not gonna work here. They're not. Those light skin smiles, I'm like, it's smile because I'm light skin. No, fuck all that. We're not doing that here. That doesn't work in ed court. That doesn't work in ed court, because it's time to be serious now. Unlike a lot of these simps and niggas that ain't never gonna fuck you, but in their mind, as long as they don't piss you off, they think they got a chance. You know, no, we're not doing that here. We're not playing that game here. The reality is this, man. You know, shout out to Kevin Samuels. When it comes, I'm gonna say she's full of shit for different reasons than what most people are saying. Most dudes are butthurt about, you know, Oh my God, she wouldn't date a 70,000 good. She wouldn't date somebody making 70,000. I told you she's a gold digger. Oh man, what about 100 gold down there? On that front, nigga, shut your bitch. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Now, like seriously, I really get tired of these because these are the same niggas that used to get upset about Kevin Samuels. Is nigga, you can make, let me see, nigga, real talk, you can make 80,000 as an Uber driver. I'm not even playing. If all you did was Uber and you Ubered 50 hours, you could, well, I won't say 80, you could make 70. I know dudes that clear clear $7,000 a month doing Uber. Especially if they're in the right city. If you're in Miami, especially, or you're in one of the bigger markets, even now. So I'm not, look, 80,000, you can do, depending on what city you're in and what area you're in. Like in North Carolina, you can do something with 70,000. You can do something with 70,000. You can put yourself in position to be able to do some shit a little bit. It's a start. But if you in New York, you know 70,000 ain't shit. If you in LA, you know 70,000 ain't shit. Really, Chicago, 70,000 ain't shit. The top 5 cities, most expensive, like top 10 most expensive cities, we already know. So you have to have that in context. I'm not gonna just beat her up, cause that, so you have to have that in context. So when somebody say 70,000, if women were being smart, the question is, where 70,000 where? 70,000 in New York? 70,000 in LA. I live here. That's how you, if you want to dodge that question to have some game, that's actually how you finesse and juke that question like dodgeball. And so a lot of dudes, when they get in their feelings, nigga, fuck you, get your weight up, get a second job, like Kevin Samuels used to say. Like, truth be told, I can make that selling egg rolls with my mom's recipe. You can hustle your way into that kind of money. Like, real talk. Like, honestly, you can. I'm not even joking. So get the fuck, so seriously. And I'm not like shitting on dudes because it's not, because a lot of times it's not how much money, it's how you know how to use it. It is. It really is. But I want to acknowledge that part. But, and she is a very beautiful woman. So, yeah, she can and she's childless. She can probably get away with having that floor. She can get away with having $100,000 floor. She can get away with that. She's in the right age range. Ebony for a time could get away with that, but when Ebony had dudes that actually, Ebony K. Williams is not who I'm talking about, but when she had dudes that actually made that money more than that, way more than that, she still didn't want to push because she wanted it to be about her. That was the problem. As WP pointed that out. This chick, I don't think, is on that. But this is where you're full of shit. This is where you're full of shit. What, like, you see how I explain that? Now, obviously, I'm a little bit more artful with it. I mean, every time I get a strike, I always get a strike when I'm going at, like, black men, which is crazy. But I'm a little bit more artful about it, like, colorful with the language. And I'm not saying she should say it that way. But she could have took all that cuss words, motherfucker, fuck you, all this bullshit. And she could have explained it the way she talks and finessed herself out of that question, really explained it. Now, people probably would have felt some type of way if she says that she did kind of explain about beauty aesthetic. So she kind of said it in a roundabout way, so she did a good job saying it that way on the beauty part. But ultimately, it's not hard. Stand on that shit. See, the issue, this is where the bullshit starts. Number one, and this is on the men's side now. Men know. We know. Bitch. It does not take a nigga making 100,000 for you to suck his dick. We know you fucking somebody. Ain't no bitch, I don't give a fuck how good they look, is batting like a 100% baller rate. Ain't none of y'all doing that. If a nigga, when you all are in y'all hoe phase, you chicks don't, or whore phase, because hoe phase is money. Whore phase is you just fucking. You all are not looking at how much money they got. You are looking at what that dick do. You all are looking at dick prints. You all are looking at big dick energy. This is the shit the bitches say. You all are not looking at what's in a nigga wallet. You 6 feet don't matter. 6 feet ain't got nothing to do with how much money they got, nor does dreads. When you look at that T-app, and when you look at some of the niggas y'all be having kids by or fucking, even y'all more attractive ones, y'all are fucking gully ass niggas. These niggas are not 100-figure niggas unless they selling dope. Some of them are operating in street dudes that got blue collar skills, to be fair, and know how to get their money out the land. I have seen that. Aaron the Plumber's one of them type of niggas. I know them type of niggas that they got a trade and they know how to get money out that trade. Remember, Grinch, I think, drove trucks. And Grinch did a lot of different shit, by the way. So, I get it. But understand, when y'all are looking for these niggas, we know money. See, what she's talking about is being in a relationship. She's talking about somebody she want to be seen with. See, this is the game that women like to play. They like to do this tap dance. They like to do this Harlem shake, shimmy like Nene, where they jump between relationships and just fucking. All of you hoes are participating in casual sex. Any bitch that's 7 and up, you all are fucking somebody. Fuck you, stop lying. And you all are usually fucking more than once. I would argue most of y'all that's in relationships, especially if y'all in relationships because this security focus and not dick focused, you all got a nigga somewhere. You don't believe me? Give me your phone. You don't want to? Exactly. Exactly. Cut the bullshit. And oh, that's not me. Fuck you. You done fuck the nigga. You done fuck niggas that don't make 6 figures if they look good enough. You are not. Look, man, we're not judging dudes here, but like if it's an Idris Elba, a Michael B. Jordan, or Chris Brown, bitches are paying Chris Brown. Bitches are paying Chris Brown. You think she wouldn't fuck Chris Brown? Well, Chris Brown's rich. You think she wouldn't fuck a Chris Brown lookalike? That's the bullshit that never gets talked about. It never gets talked about that y'all, it's a different pedigree for casual sex versus the currencies. Genetic currency, economic currency, social currency, emotional currency, which is game, and sexual currency. Genetic currency is things like height. Those are attraction triggers. Emotional currency is your ability to use game to emotionally tap into, to move her emotions in such a way that affects the outcome that you want out of her. Your ability to interface with usually your mouthpiece with her emotions. It's like hacking. It's like hacking her. This is why when dudes like Drewski or fat niggas that he's funny. That's interfacing with her emotions. That's giving her endorphins based on your humor. Biggie did it based on social status. Lil Wayne, social status. NBA players, social status, social currency, genetic currency. Sexual currency is more sexual charisma. That's usually what you do in the bedroom, and that's what you do, that's your sexual skill, and that's also, your ability to project sexual charisma. That is BDE. Big BDE. That can interlock with genetic currency as well, because obviously that intermingles with attraction triggers. If you don't have economic currency, but you have even two of the four, because really social status is an indicator of money. Social status is an indicator of money. That's usually, so if you got social status, generally it's an indicator of money or indicator that you're plugged in at least 1 degree of separation with money. That's generally what that means, where that comes from. Notice how I'm explaining this in a very reasonable, understandable, common sense way. I'm not making this shit magical. I'm not making this shit ambiguous. I'm not making this shit like, I'm leaving enough out there that y'all can fill in what you need to in your own situation, but I'm not making this like left to interpretation. Every currency, I have the currencies because each one had their own differences, even though some of them you can lump into them. And so, when she's talking, with the bullshit is that pussy wet, that bullshit about security. Women will say I want thugs make me feel secure, but thugs are dangerous. So what is it? You're either scared of black men or you're not. Black men are either monsters or they're not. If you're fucking guys that can be framed for monsters, then that means that's what you like. It's bullshit. So in reference to her, because I don't know her personally, I do know she said that all three of her brothers, 3 of them, 0 for 3 went for are married to white women, which is crazy when you really think about it. That should give you a fucking clue all by itself. That should give you a fucking clue. But my point is, you talking about like again, you're talking about 70K isn't enough. That's cool. Stand on it. But don't act like you ain't fucking a nigga for 70K if he look good enough or if the chemistry is strong enough. Stop it. And that's what men get mad about. And why? Why do men get mad about that? Because even the niggas with the money know you been fucking. It ain't like these niggas has got this money. It's like when you get your paper up, you getting virgins. It ain't even like you getting chicks that less than 8 bodies unless you been in a relationship. And truth be told, quiet as kept, most of these hoes, unless you fucked a nigga young, unless you got with your high school sweetheart, or you fucked a nigga like 18, 17, 16, it's the same person you knew. So that's the dude that imprinted you. Y'all are out here. Anybody that's under 30, all of y'all are out here. I'd say under 35, really under 40 to be honest with you. But under 30, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all, y'all are not dealing with nobody where you all are not sexually being appeased. If you all are not getting at least 3-star plumbing from a nigga, the money don't matter. Y'all just gonna find a way to cheat. Because most of them niggas, if they making money like that, if they working a W-2 job, they're working hours. If you making 6 figures, you working hours usually, regardless of what you're doing, management, lawyer, whatever. And whether the woman is working or not, even if they working, they probably got work husband and shit. Dudes ain't got no incentive to say nothing. See, this is the bullshit that people don't talk about. The work husband fucking, it still goes on. Don't believe that Me Too killed that shit. They just not fucking at the same job. They fucking in the same career field. And so you talk about all that security shit. No, fuck all that. It ain't just about security. Today's woman, a lot of them will forego, especially black women, will forego security for sex. And so all this, why can't, now I get it. Now another argument that if she really wanted to go there, that she should have went there, but she didn't say it this way. It's class. This is why BGS talks about, 88s, 87, 88s, 92s, 100 octanes. What she is saying is she's really a minimum 92 octane, really a prospective 100 octane, which is basically entertainers. The other thing you need to be honest about is saying that, just say it. This sounds horrible, but just say it. You want the top 5% of guys, because let's keep it all the way real. You want the looks too. She doesn't just want the money. She wants the looks. That's what people are not talking about. She wants the looks as well, which is okay. But just say that. You're not going to say that because then, dude, that's going to break the fantasy for dudes. And, you already know what's coming, which is what she got. Yo, go, nigga. Yeah. Oh, my God. I thought you was different. You already know. Just say that. She's an attractive woman. I'm looking for the top 5%. But see, again, if dudes going to keep it all the way real, see, they don't want that. They don't want that. Because ultimately, if dudes play that game, they're going to lose that game. Because even dudes that are not in the top percent, well, they ain't in the top percent in America, they may be in the top percent somewhere else. And so if you are in a field where you can't tap these things, that becomes problematic. And that's where a lot of these women get mad. I mean, shout out to Nate. Nate shared some screenshots of Twitter in the Discord. It goes down in the Discord. Email me for the Discord. And you got dudes talk about, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know why. These niggas, they want to be associated with passport bros. I just don't get it. I mean, you all are stupid. Like, you all really are. I swear, passport bros are new interracial dating.
Transaction complete. Please enter your ID.
Yeah. It's about leverage. And dudes are commenting on something they ain't never even experienced. That's what's crazy about, like, you porch monkey ass niggas. It's just like when dudes did work. It's just like people did all this. I remember when, me doing affiliate marketing, me did all this shit. Like, for instance, like, shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. But the reality is, man, you need to have a job. You shouldn't get in the supply side. That's all scam. Well, y'all about to fuck around and find out now, aren't you? He's cool because he's an accountant. Well, you can get a job, blah, 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 blah. This AI coming fucking you over. So a lot of dudes, they ain't got the mindset of being in the supply side. AI is good, even though AI eventually will fuck us up because ain't nobody got no money, ain't got no money. But at the end of the day, man, but going back to her, man, it's like, yo, I mean, my thing is, it's a class issue. And that's also like, look, and she said it, my brothers are with this, and this, and we come, this is the class that I'm comfortable with. That's all you got to say. Now, people are going to be mad. But at the end of the day, there is something to be said about that. There is. And people need to be honest about that. There's other women out there like that. And saying, if you want to deal with what I'm bringing, and she's an attractive woman, what I'm bringing to what is coming, because she can talk. She has talked about, like, what she can do for a dude, networking, stuff like that. She has talked about that. She got 3 brothers and 3 different white women all in a professional class. That's something to be said. And so niggas get mad, man, blah, blah, blah. I mean, even blue collar work, if you're doing it right, you should be making over 6 figures, at least 90. And if you're not, you need to get in the supply side. I keep telling y'all about tapping into the economy. And it is what it is. If that's what she want, that's what she want. But see, most women can't command that. And if they want to play games, let them play games. That's what I always say. See, shit like that don't bother me because I know I can go. There's other women, and there's going overseas, other women here, other races, whatever. See, I don't sweat that because it's leverage. Dudes get mad because they're like, oh, I'm a date. There's African American women. There's right here, and why don't you see that doesn't bother me when you know, shout out to somebody, you know, shout out to you, you know, in Ghana, you know who you are. See, that shit don't bother if you actually know what's out here. You all, it's like you all shop at a grocery store and you all just deal with one brand. Like, and it's, yo, it's a certain brand of soy sauce. I used to get LaChoy soy sauce. And I was mad when they stopped making it. Now they came back to make it after a couple of years. But, you know, I kept it pushing. But it's like, nigga, I can't have soy sauce unless it's LaChoy. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, this nigga, shut the fuck up. Get your weight up. But at the same time, I would say, you want a chick like her? You want a chick that look like her? You can get that overseas, learn Spanish. Because if you learn Spanish, you can deal with more than just the chicks that know English to be on the bullshit. You can go deeper in some of these situations. Because all that other shit, I could program. I could program what she need to know. Lawrence Fishburne. Like, is it really bothering you like that? Yeah, so she can have fucking preference. My thing is, bitch, I know you fucking niggas that are not making that. And what I value for you is that womb. I value that womb. How fresh it is. So if you gonna come to me like, well, I'm a modern woman and I have needs, okay, bitch, then I can make a judgment call on that shit. Then y'all, because women get mad when they want to know what a body count is. Yeah, how much fucking mad? It's not even, and you know what's crazy? The body count, and I'm not even saying she's got high body count. I'm just talking about a lot of women that look like her done been fucked. Now, that may not be her. And I've seen women that ain't been ran through like that look as good as her. But usually they're already married. Or they already got kids. Niggas get to these hoes early. Chicks that look like that, they get them early. Usually the only time you see them like that is when if they holding out for white folks. Like Ebony K. That chick is like in her late 20s. She talking about she a doctor, so that means she at least, she gotta be like 27, 28, if not 20. She look like she might be 31, 32. In fact, don't fucking make me go check her age. In fact, somebody, I need to find her name and see if I can get her age. Hold on. This is saying she was born in 1988, which her look gives that. Her look show it could be that. So if she was born, and that makes sense talking about, so she's 36 years old. If she's 36 years old, 37 years old, I don't know what this bitch is talking about. Bitch, are you serious? And I mean, she's attractive, but I'm sorry. That ship closed. There's a reason that ship closed at like 32. That ship closed. No, she's a lot slicker than Cheyenne Bryant. She's a lot slicker than Cheyenne Bryant. Cheyenne Bryant be babbling. This chick is very much intentional with what she be saying. 37 talking about like you need like yeah, they tried to hide her age. I had to know how to prompt that shit to get ChatGPT. Apparently they got ChatGPT version 5. I mean, again, here's my thing. My thing is, okay, here's the thing. She is attractive enough to get a 6-figure dude. Especially, we know how black men are. Let's stop playing games. We know how black men are. So, I have no doubt that she can get a black dude that's making 6 figures. I'm not, she has the look. She actually had the look BGS talked about that a lot of 92 men look. Here's my problem. My problem is you are 36, 37, let's say 35, just to be nice. You are very attractive. Why the fuck did you get this far and a nigga not pick you up? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Like, seriously. And what that's telling me is you going for a home run. That's what that, no, fuck that. You're going for a grand slam. That's what that's telling me. That you're going for a grand slam. I'm eating, fuck it. That's what that's telling me. You're going for a grand slam. And the issue, and it's the same shit I said with Brian Cheyenne when she was 32 10 fucking years ago. You gotta think about it. Why would a six-figure nigga cannot enjoy you in your 20s? He can't even enjoy. He's getting, I'm sorry, the 37-year-old version of you is not the 27-year-old version of you. Look, man, BMWs are great cars. And if somebody tried to sell you 80, 90,000 mile, somebody tried to sell you a 60,000 mile BMW at the price that you would buy like a 25 or 30,000 mile, you would cuss them out. If somebody, like, literally, I want you to really think about this. And this sucks, but this is the truth. This is just the truth. She has no children. Great. If a man gets with you, if a man gets with you, he will have to, on day one of meeting you, put a baby in you. 9 months later, if he meets you, starts a family, 9 months later, you're 38. The snapback is not, now she's a skinnier woman, so it depends genetically, but if she gets pregnant, it's gonna be a hard pregnancy, because she's 37. You are 7 years. She don't have kids. I'm gonna assume she don't have kids, because if she had kids, to not disclose that shit would be bullshit. Absolute. So I'm gonna assume she don't have kids. Even if you don't have children, a man will have to fuck you, nutting you day one. And if he did that, this nigga don't even get 36 months of you. This nigga barely gets to enjoy you in your 30s. He barely gets to enjoy you in your 30s. Not the 70K nigga, the six-figure nigga. Don't even get to enjoy you in your 30s. He is essentially baby one, baby two, 18 months, subtracted by 36 if she turned 37 in July. That's 18 months. And now we got snapback. Okay, bitch can have a C-section so that pussy ain't stretched out, but the stomach is stretched out though. And we don't know what the snapback is gonna do. And you light skinned, so if you get any kind of stretch marks and shit, that shit's gonna show the fuck up. This sound petty, but let's keep it real. You want and understand, they don't want, if 70K, and cause see, if 70K, come on, we're talking about it as a starting point. So if that, she want way more than that. She want more than 100,000. Because the way she was breaking it down, you can tell so if she knows 70K what it is, break down taxes, and all of that, then you know 100K ain't that much more. 100K ain't that much more per month. $100K is like 100K is 8,800, 8,800. That's like 2,000 a week. That's before taxes. After taxes, that's like 1,500. 88K is essentially like 1,400 a week. Now, if you got certain lifestyle triggers, like a really nice car or whatever, nice car, mortgage, all of that, you ain't that money. That ain't no real. She don't want a nigga. She got a budget. These women are looking for disposable income that they can just spend on what they want, lifestyle, eating everywhere, not having to cook. And that's fine. Let's just be real about what you're looking for, and let's be real about what you bringing to the table. Because you bringing 37-year-old pussy to the table. You not about to tell me you ain't been fucked. You ain't been gonna tell me you ain't got an imprint or two. You're not gonna tell me. So now that nigga got to deal with an imprinted hoe. Have you ever bought shoes from somebody else? Exactly. That's what you're dealing with. Used shoes, that's what you're dealing with. Not just somebody that had sex and they're experimenting, somebody that's been stroked out. As good as she look, shit. You know the best plumbers done got in there. And she actually has some classy sexual charisma. You already know. And even it ain't even necessarily hood dudes. It could be dudes that are in corporate that be getting passed around. Ime Udoka type niggas. Even if it ain't hood dudes, Ime Udoka type niggas. Them type, Alan Roger Curry type niggas. Fraternity type niggas. It ain't always gotta be hood dreaded dudes. I like to call corporate YNs. No, I'm just playing. That's bullshit. I worked in corporate America. I know these niggas too. Niggas, these are the niggas the white chicks be liking to deal with. You saw what happened in Good Morning America when they fired that black dude. Why these motherfuckers like hiring gay black men? Because they ain't got to worry about that. You're not gonna fuck him, Jenny. You're not gonna fuck Roderick. Roderick's gay. Did you know he was gay? Catherine. This is not a slave pen. Not anymore. You're gonna work. You try to make him a work husband, you fucking bitch. That's how these white boys be. They're not corporate YNs. I'm just playing with that. Shit. Black women wish there was such a thing as corporate YNs. Nigga, what she don't understand is you can get a Latina that look comparable to her at 70K. See, that's the game they don't understand. That's what they don't understand. It ain't a lot of niggas like that. Not in corporate America. They may do business, but they're not in corporate America. Corporate America filters niggas like that out. At certain levels. Unless they're contracting. and they've learned how to get in the kind of contracting game as far as working for corporations, or they're in sales, because that's very performance based, and they can't afford to just be filtering people out if you can push the numbers. Xanatos had it. Xanatos was like shit. Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, when you sit here, like, again, the bullshit is, we know you 37 talking that shit. And look, I get it. 37 years old, she ain't dealing with those, because she ain't really got the time to be waiting at this point. And she's attractive enough, I can see, but see, she would be that I could definitely see her getting a nigga, but the thing is, you getting a nigga that's in his 40s. You getting a 43-year-old. You better be looking for a nigga that's already raised, or he already raised kids early, and he just trying to do something else. So he ain't trying to put that on you. You ain't getting no fresh nigga. I ain't gonna say what you ain't gonna get, but you gonna have a hard time, because you gotta invest in that. A nigga that's like freshly out of the Henry situation and got his money up. Because niggas like that niggas that work hard like that ain't gonna necessarily be looking to just just settle down. They gonna wanna play the field a little bit. And they understand when you dealing with 37-year-old that's coming like her, then you gonna have to come correct. If you really somebody that's upwardly mobile like that, that should be a good AI. These corporate YNs, the white man's worst nightmare. So my thing is, it's like, let's tell the whole fucking truth. Stop this fucking posturing political for the views bullshit. I'm like, hey, you 37, are you fucking serious? Like, these like chicks that are legit like 8s, did y'all fumbled y'all youth? Like, what the fuck were you doing? From 21 to 35, that's a whole fucking prequel trilogy. Darth Vader ass bitches. So what happened to Anakin? I need your prequel trilogy series. What happened? From 18 to 23, from 23 to 28, and from 28 to 35. What happened? I need your anthology series. I need the story. Just like how did Darth Vader come about? I mean, seriously, same thing with Cheyenne Bryant. I say this to somebody, bitch, what were you doing? What were you doing? When you were like we're talking about, if you start, like, even if I say fuck 18, okay, 21 years. 21 to 37, that's 16 years. See, Courtney was like that. A light skin with a smile. And a slightly gap too. I'm telling you, like, I understand the appeal. I get it. And that shit typically works. I'm not saying it don't. But the reality is that shit typically works. But the problem is, when you're talking about commitment like that, and I'm not saying she can't get what she can get, but like the facts of it, when you trying to play in the NBA, you're not trying to play in the NBDL or play in college or overseas. You're trying to play in the National Basketball Association. You're trying to play in the major league, not the minor leagues. And if you actually understand what that takes, there are certain prerequisites. There's got to be there. And And I'm not trying to shit on her. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if if she's not able to mine for a nigga in a certain situation. So I'm not saying she can't get that. It's really not about her personally, but it's like at the end of the day, you want a nigga that she really wants a nigga that makes 250, 300,000. And really 250, and really she probably want more. Because this is what you got to understand about her too. And like I said, I'm not taking this. She is a very attractive woman, and she has a lot of sexual charisma. I'm not, and I mean that in a classy way, not even like on some horse shit. But the thing about it is, this is something I haven't said before. Well, at least with her, she's on the internet. She's an entrepreneur, which means I know she's seen some shit. She's seen women make it, like, a lot of this stuff, even if you don't participate in it, you know about it. Because some of this stuff are in the same motivational shit. Like network marketing, MLM, they'll have like these motivational things, you know, just like how ClickFunnels has it for their thing. Just like how you got VidCon, TwitchCon, GameCon, Comic-Con, DreamCon with RBC World. All these things kind of intersect a little bit, not like in that field. So a lot of the sales stuff intersects with different stuff because it's all kind of under the sales umbrella, some of it. And so I know, you know, Stormy Wellington, you know, some of these women that have made 50,000 a month, like they, and let me tell you something. In the affiliate marketing world, they don't talk about what they make per year. That's not how they speak. They speak about what they make per month. Now, sometimes for marketing, they may say 7 figures, and 7 figures could mean you've made 7 figures in your career. That could mean you make 7 figures yearly, or at least that, which means you make $88,000. If you make like $90,000 or more, and you've made that for a year, you could say 7 figures. You made $1 million, you could say you're 7 figures. It's games like that. You could say you're a 6-figure earner, which could mean you make 6 figures a year, 6 figures, which means you could make as little as 8,800 to get the 6 figures. It's games, wordplay that can mean a lot of different things. But the point, so people typically say, oh, I make 10 a month. I make, 50K, 80K, 100K, like a month. And so I know she's seen that. And it's not just MLM. The real money is in direct sales. So if you can do like ClickFunnels and you can sell direct products, you see what some of these streamers get. She done seen affiliate marketers or people that sell stuff or created products on the internet. I know what she done seen. I'm pretty sure. She done brushed arms with people that make 100, 200K, 500. Some people, look, Jabril from Passport Heavy, Jabril makes $1 million a month. She's in Atlanta. Oh, shit. Atlanta is like MLM Central for black people. Stormy Wellington's in there. I know a couple of black teams. That's the home of most of the black teams. Atlanta. So I know what she done seen. On top of rappers and all of that shit intermixes. Women too. So she done seen money. So when she say 70K, I'ma keep it real. She was lowballing that. Like, look, real talk, she don't think if I'm gonna be honest with you, the way 70K for her is might as well be 25,000. Might as well be you saying a nigga making 70K in her mind is probably a nigga working at Amazon or a nigga working at the gas station. Because once you see, once you actually meet people and you know people, I know somebody in Holly Springs that makes $300,000 a month. Black woman. I know a couple of people. Once you see these people and you realize they shit, they bleed, especially if you know the motherfuckers before they made the money, And so the problem is, and I'm not even blaming her. I'm just, y'all don't see, it's hard. Like, for instance, I remember when I was telling you Nicole Michelle was selling courses for $10,000. Y'all seen some of them. They will sell courses, events, trips. Once you see that, and you know that's possible, and not just one person. I'm talking about once you see people that you know you better than, that makes some of that shit, and somebody you see they stupid, they not really smart like that, but they fell into it. I done seen motherfuckers, I'm talking black motherfuckers with wandering eyes and shit, like a wandering eye. Like, I'm telling you, man, once you see that, it warps your reality on the supply side. See, the employee side, W-2s, even if you, look, doctors and stuff only make like at best 30, 40, 50,000. But once you see that, you, especially with women, oh, hell no. They're cooked. That's it. That's why when people talk about cooking with Kaya, even though that dude that she was with, and she said, to her credit, she said she misses him. But to her credit, but he makes, I think he makes like 10, maybe 15,000 a month. So he makes enough to live on, to stream full time well into that. But once you put her in front of them niggas, I'm not even saying, it don't matter how well, it don't matter. It don't matter. Once you put motherfuckers in front of motherfuckers, it's not about they're a millionaire. Like, they're active making the money. Like, they're hitting the currencies like that. It warps your, I'm not saying that no matter how they look, because all them niggas ain't necessarily hitting the genetic currency and shit like that. That's why them bitches like Duke Dennis so much. You get around these people, and then you find somebody that's like, maybe like, he's like one, he may not be making the money the top dogs are making, but you like how he looks. That's it. Or you deal with a dude that he may be orbiting around, but he know how to get the hoes, like Zerka. They know how to get the hoes. And so it's connection, social currency. It's cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You can't even be in a relationship with somebody like that, especially with today's social media. And again, it ain't even about sales. If you look, real talk, if you got an Instagram account and you getting money, you know how to hustle money at an Instagram account, meme account, you build a meme account with ads. That's why all this AI shit flying around. They're using AI video in order to build meme ads. You get you a theme, plop it up, sell ads, get AdSense. Hell, look at the YouTubers and the money them niggas getting. Mediocre. You see how much lead attorney mediocre? Poor man O'Shea. O'Shea was getting like 40,000 a month like 6 years ago. Yeah, I get it. Her dumb ass did. See, I'm gonna tell you, she knew the phones was on, she knew all of that. But she did not know if she could get in front of that nigga again. She did not know if she could get that close to him again. She didn't know that. So she was like, I gotta shoot this shot now. She was like, I'm in front of the Death Star. And I went through all of that damn, what the trench run. And I'm in front of this. Oh, we gotta, Luke, what's wrong? Luke, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm all right. I'm using the Force. That black girl magic. That was desperation. You heard what she said. I'm not gonna repeat what she said because ain't nobody about to clip me. I don't blame her. A lot of them chicks low-key would do that with Chris Brown if they thought they could get away with it. That's what it is. You don't know what she did to maneuver her way to get in front of him like that. She was probably holding him. She's like a crackhead. She's an addict. Clout addict. What do crackheads say? I'll do this for a rock. And what you don't understand is them young chicks, these are their rappers. They look at them like they look at rappers. And see, millennials don't understand that. unless you're on the younger, like the last bus stop millennials, like the zillennials. Older millennials don't understand that because our famous people, like, you know, really, we don't even really consider what the women do. But men don't even consider reality show stars. Reality show stars is where niggas go to, where washouts go. For men, if you want a reality show, you usually fuck it up. Even though Ray J got money. Ray J got money out of those Ray-Bans and all of that. So that's not necessarily true, but that's what we associate it with. So when we see niggas on the internet, we like, ain't no way them niggas making money. You just now starting to see that. Some more people know now because of Kevin. So you see how much of a like local celebrity status you could kind of have. Well, you need to screenshot that and Discord that, Archer, because I would love to see that. The one that breaks down different types of YNs. And it ain't that she can't land the dream guy. Look, them Atlanta niggas know what's out here. So here's the problem. If she don't have kids, then what it is, niggas, I know niggas will put a baby in her. I know niggas will put a baby in her, but she probably like, I ain't trying to be a single mom. She trying to be exclusive. I'll give her that credit if she don't got kids for being that disciplined. And she is attractive. The problem is, dudes, if you in ADL, you know what's out here. If you got ADL and you playing with the niggas that's got that kind of paper or they're connected, they know what's out here. Remember how gay ADL is, Atlanta is. If you had her and said, they know what's out here. And I'm not saying she can't get nobody. I'm not saying she can't get, but like when you in situations like Atlanta, they know it's out here. So I don't know. I don't know her, but what I'm saying is I know what she's seen, especially if she's in Atlanta. Because Atlanta is home of a lot of black internet market, not just MLM either. Internet entrepreneurs and all that. She has seen numbers that y'all can't believe. Fuck Bitcoin. And I'm not saying Bitcoin is bad, but she has seen money y'all just cannot conceive is real, that regular people are just making and they're not famous. I'm not even talking about streamers and shit. I'm just talking about just on the shit that I know. So I already know 70,000 ain't shit. Truth be told, she probably talking about like 70 every month. Nah, she probably ain't going that high, but she probably going like 30 a month. I'm telling you, because once you see that, women cannot unsee that. They just can't. Their reality is warped. They just can't unsee that. They just can't. They can't. And I don't even blame them. I mean, they're ruined. It's like if you once you get imprinted by somebody, you're essentially ruined. That's out. You know, we call it alpha widows. Those are ruined bitches. Those are ruined bitches. You can't commit to women like that. She's economically ruined. Because at the age you are now, the only way you're gonna get niggas to make that kind of money is if they're up there in years. It's the 10-year rule. Maybe he's 44, 43, and then you gotta understand, if niggas get that age, they done raise kids already. They not trying to settle down. A lot of these niggas, especially now, these niggas that are in their 40s now are not these I need to be married for the rest of my life niggas. I don't even, but see, so when people be talking on TikTok and all this shit about this shit, even when niggas be getting mad, it's like, nigga, you don't know. Man, I think, like, I hate to say it this way, and I don't disrespect nigga. I'm not trying to be snobby or anything, because I respect, look, nigga, I'm a short nigga. I understand what hard work is. I respect niggas that do certain jobs. Just off the strength, you do the job. Because as a man, I can respect that. You know, like I'm always proud of myself when I do handy shit, and I respect that shit. You know, so I'm not on, oh, it makes money. No, you certain jobs just off the strength of what the job is. Men respect men to do that because we know, or we can imagine. Hell, I was talking to a chick the other day. There was she used to be a diesel mechanic. I'm in the military. I respect that shit from a diesel mechanic standpoint. She actually pointed something out about my car. And it turns out that's not what it was, but I still respect the effort. So at the end of the day, though, her problem is, you know, it's like you 37. If you're 37, that doctor shit don't mean shit. It really don't. That shit don't help. If you the niggas you dealing with, that don't help. That don't even help niggas move up the social circle like that. It's not about blaming her, but the thing is, a lot of dudes don't understand. They don't understand what's out here. Just like how I keep telling you niggas about this AI and about how this AI about to basically fuck all these OnlyFans hoes up. It's the same thing. I've been talking about this. I'm not saying I blame her. I almost empathize with her because she's fucked. That's her problem. The thing is, if you make this kind of money and you assume it, like, you don't get, like, and that's the conversation. See, Tony ain't gonna have that conversation. I'll be like, look, I know what you talking. I know what the real number probably is. The real number is probably you measuring in months, not a year. You measuring in somebody making maybe 30, 40,000, 50 a month. And then you looking for them to grow and scale that up. That's what these chicks always mean when they talk about ambition. That's their way of saying that. That's also their way of saying they want an entrepreneur. So it is what it is. But niggas like that, especially niggas that earn that kind of money, they know what they got. They know what they got more than streamers do. Because streamers, when it hits easy. With entrepreneurs, they gotta really figure that shit out. Niggas know how much money other niggas don't got. So we know what's out here. A lot of, especially if you in a certain city, most of the niggas that got real bread, I know. So it ain't like, you know, when I say I know, I mean like I probably know or know of. So I know you ain't got nowhere to go. Cause it ain't that in any city. And then if you just dealing with black men, if you mainly dealing with black men, because you know, you think black men are bad. Oh, God. Don't be no loaded white boy. I don't give a fuck how tall they are. You can kiss my ass, because them dudes that are loaded, they know what the world is. Ain't no loaded white boys just staying in the United States. Unless they getting all the coochie they want. Not the ones with real money. And I'm talking about, when I say loaded, that's what the white women, that's the term the white women use. So when they saying loaded, we're not talking about just you got a nice house and shit like that. We're talking about you are paid. You're in minimum gated. Or you may live in an apartment because you roughing it and you trust fund. Them trust fund kids. Like, a lot of people don't know. So when y'all be talking about 80,000, like, dude, a year, they really kind of holding back with some, especially the ones that I know have had exposure to it. There are women that they just shooting at the dark because they don't know, and there's women that they've been exposed, like that college rich kid chick that before Kevin died, that she was on. That's why she was talking. I talked about this before. That's why she was talking like she was talking, because it's money she's made and money she's around. You can't really say they're cooked. That's it. That's it. You might as well not even play. Not with them. Unless you a nigga that you can get these bitches just off the string of your sexual currency or genetic currency, you're cooked. Who's pregnant? Who's pregnant? I mean, you saying she's pregnant like I'm supposed to know. Oh, the college. Oh, okay. I'm sure she is. And I bet you ain't with a nigga that makes more money than her. I bet you ain't with a nigga that's even close. Because she's cute. She's cute. Because I got an idea how much money she make. It just ain't. It's math. It's math. She had to. She had to, because she's got a lot of money. She makes like over $100,000 a year. It's math. It's arithmetic. It's elementary school math. It's not. It's maybe middle school math because we're adding percentages. It's math. It's math. It gets to the point where the money shouldn't even matter. That's that, and see, that's what's not like you. It gets to the point where the money, you're talking about money for hypergamy. The purpose of hypergamy is survival. That's the purpose. If you're getting to, once you start getting into like top 10% territory, at that point, that's just ego. The point of you taking the money off the table is so you can then go for the genetic currency. For instance, let me give you an example. When white people, when rich people get money, you know, when they get all the money in the world, you know what they go for? They no longer go for money. They go for power. Because there's certain things that money cannot give you everything when it comes to power. There's certain things you cannot buy your way. It's rare. But there are certain things that you cannot. For instance, let me give you an example. Floyd Mayweather got enough money to buy a sports team. So did Michael Jordan. There's a lot of black people. Robert Smith got enough money to buy into a sports team. But the owners got to let you in there. It ain't got any. Money is just a prerequisite to even be considered. Money is just the thing that just makes it so their time is not being wasted. Money can't get you any. There's things power can get you, money can't. White people understand that. Black people don't understand that because they never get to that point. Jay-Z kind of sort of understands that. That's the biggest difference between Jay-Z and Damon Dash, by the way. It's one of the biggest differences between Jay-Z and Kanye. Yep, F1 racing. Shout out to that movie F1. Money's a big part of it too, though. But yeah, that's just an example. It's other more significant examples like economic or governmental. But that's just something that we can all relate to. Because y'all know that money is not the only way you can buy a team. So it gets to the point as women, those women, they're looking for money and not really looking for, okay, I got the money. Now let me get the nigga I want. They don't think like that. They think they can get both. And they think any bitch that thinks I'm going to make $150,000 so I can get a $300,000 nigga, you're stupid. You're stupid because your money doesn't get you the $100,000 and you don't even want to buy the nigga, and buying it is not recommended anyway because that niggas like that will cheat. But I mean, Oprah's a perfect example of this. Actually, you do not get, but these chicks, like, dudes don't care about your money. Your looks are gonna have to secure that. Maybe it can get you slightly better, but you're just inviting a user. Fantasia's a perfect example of that. Fantasia got her money. Once she got caught that case, she chilled out. Fantasia's a perfect example of that. And she got better. She maxed out what she probably could get because she had paid. Because dude was a banker herself. Serena Williams is actually a good example of this too. But women don't think about this. Women think, I'm going to get the perfect nigga because I got money. Simone Biles is the perfect example. For all those game is everywhere, soak it up then. There's examples of this shit. I mean, that chick looks a hell of a lot better than Simone Biles. Even at 37. Okay. So yeah, but these chicks, what they do is they think they can just fuck all they want and run there. It's like, yo, these bitches are fucking like dudes driving Uber cars. When you drive Uber cars, if you drive Uber full time, you can do like 5 to 8, 7,000 miles a month. So in 3 years, you're running almost like 250,000 miles on a car. These women think they can fuck almost at that level and then think somebody else is gonna buy that car. Somebody of value. No. They may take it for a ride around the block. Yeah, I got the link. No. And women, and a lot of times you trying to interface with a female with logic, they're going to believe what they want to believe because that's what they want to believe. And you just got to let life teach them. And yes, it will be too late. Now, as far as her, again, it's unfortunate. If she's 37 years old, it's unfortunate. Because it's like you talking this shit, but you saying this, but at the end of the day, man, at the end of the fucking day, the math, it's no. You want a 1% nigga that she'll say, oh, well, really, it's just a top 10. I don't want 1%. I want a top 10. Okay. But this is what these niggas want. And you knew that. Ain't no nigga really trying to get with, like, niggas that are trying to get with 37-year-olds are like 45, 46, 47. They're going younger. And that's where they want to land because they don't want to go too young. Niggas that are 37, I'm talking about niggas that got motion for real. Niggas that got real motion. Either if they got motion economically, come on, man. You taking a discount somewhere. You either taking a discount on height, on money. The real question you ask these hoes, 6 figures or 6 feet, you can't have both. That's what you really, that's the real fucking question. And then they gonna argue with you, why can't I have both? Because it's like 2% of the population. And then you probably not gonna date no non-black man. So it's even less black men that hit 6 figures. Well, even fucking a right dude, I don't even give him that much. Oh, I only fuck squares. That don't matter. I don't think so. So it's kind of like, what were you doing all this fucking time? Were you married? Like, what are we doing? Which I don't believe, because you would have had a kid. Because niggas are not marrying no chick, especially look like her shit. So it's like y'all playing. And is she as bad as Cheyenne Bryant? No, not even close. Like, once y'all start getting in your 40s, you look goofy. I don't give a fuck about what Tracy Ellis Ross, all them other hoes say. You all look goofy. Like, y'all really do. Like, that 35 number, what did Kevin Samuels say? Outlet. Put it on an outlet. She's in outlet territory. So that means when Kevin Samuels was live, she was like 33 years old. When Kevin Samuels was live, she was like 33. So during Kevin Samuels' run, she would have been like 31 to 33. And during Kevin Samuels' run. During Kevin Samuels' run, Cheyenne Bryant would have been like 37, 38. So Cheyenne Bryant is a little bit older than what, like maybe a year older than what she is now. Before COVID, she was 30. So basically, COVID, if she's 37 now, that means she was like 32 during COVID. Yeah, COVID, she basically jumped probably from 31 to 33 during COVID. So COVID snatched 2 years off of her. COVID snatched 2 years. COVID fucked a lot of these hoes up. COVID fucked a lot of these bitches up. COVID snatched 2 years away from these hoes. You got dudes that, you got people that didn't go to the prom. COVID fucked a lot of these bitches up, yo. Nah, she come from a good family. Apparently her parents are married and her brothers are married. So I ain't even gonna take that. I ain't gonna hold her. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to talk shit, but the math is the math. No matter how people smile in your face and shit like that, at the end of the day, you are 37 years old. If you don't have children, a man, you're dealing with a child, a man that wants children. He's essentially getting a 40-year-old by the time he's done. And these are hard pregnancies. And we're assuming you can get pregnant. Like, these are things that these dudes got to deal with that they ain't got to deal with if they dealing with a 10-year-old chick. And if this dude make this, if you want him, if you want this nigga, then there's any nigga you want, any nigga she wants is capable of dating a 26, 27-year-old version of her. Any nigga she wants is capable of going 10 years younger than her. So what is it that he's getting that offsets all of that? Oh, he's just gonna love me for me. He's a fucking moron then. He's a fucking idiot then. And you know that. Like, if you look at, I'll give you an example. Look at Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. Megan Good is like 41, 42. What does Jonathan Majors get for Megan Good? Desperately needed publicity, proving that he will date black women, even though he has a black daughter. People forget that. He don't need a kid because he got a kid already, so that's not an issue. She is gonna make it easier for him to get back into Hollywood just by her being with him, because her reputation is pretty good with a lot of these white folks, than it otherwise probably would be. Yeah, just turned 44. So even though she's 44, there's a strategic reason why she's valuable to Jonathan Majors. And the looks and all of that just kind of comes with it. My question is, what is that unique need that you feel to a man? Now, to a man that's like 50, like for instance, if you getting with a discount Deion Sanders, a dude that don't got as much fame as Deion Sanders, maybe he done make 6 figures all his life. But the problem is, a dude like that ain't trying to have kids. So are you trying to have kids? And she don't strike me as somebody that really want niggas that much older than her. She wants somebody her age, maybe 40. She don't strike me as somebody that's willing to go like 5 years, past 5 years, really past 3. Those are the real questions you fucking ask. Because those are the real situations these women gotta face. Now, she got more wiggle room because she's attractive, but a lot of these chicks don't look like her. Six the Goddess spun the block to the nigga she had a kid with. All that time she wasted trying to do better than him to end up with him. And the unique thing she had for him was the fact that she was the mother of his son. And she could only really pull that because that made his life easier just off of shit he wouldn't have to deal with. And probably she didn't fuck him over during their relationship. Like, it's funny because I remember when she was connected to Kevin Samuels, when she was in a picture and everybody was, this Kevin Samuels' girlfriend, and she ran away from that. That probably would have been that. She never even did anything as far as like the combination of things. She may have dealt with somebody with more money, but those people were white. And she ain't trying to deal with the old Jewish shit. Y'all gonna take a discount somewhere. Y'all can bullshit yourself about that, but it is what it is. A couple of these currencies you're gonna have to let go once you get, or you just gonna be alone. That's why KBC say die alone. It's not that people are saying what you should do. This is the nature of what the market is in a competitive state. Now, here's what's the good news. The good news is she's an attractive woman. She's a relatively thin woman. She comes from seem like a solid family. She just got to be better than a lot of these other black chicks. And, you know, but it depends on what she's looking for, man. Because truth be told, you're not going to tell me you ain't came across it. You're not going to tell me in you dating, you ain't came across niggas that are 6 feet to make 6 figures or lawyers and shit. Somehow I'm getting the feeling that you want somebody that's paid, or you want an entertainer. A lot of these bitches want rich. They either want rich niggas, or they niggas that ain't really gonna pay attention to the money they spending, or they want rappers. That's what I'm really starting to think. Because if you're in Atlanta, it absolutely doesn't. She knows what social clubs are. It doesn't make sense that you wouldn't have got with somebody seriously. So that tells me you want some kind of borderline unattainable shit. Y'all gonna end up like Maya or fucking Carrie Hilson. Like I said, that's a game y'all are playing with yourself. Appreciate a couple of people that joined the Patreon as well. Appreciate y'all that commented on the video. Make sure y'all check out my video about age gap dating. I mean, I'm not malicious about what I'm saying, but that's just the real of it. It's like, if she is 37, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, man. And I mean, yeah, yo, you want a guy that's gonna look past that bullshit. That's gonna just fall in love. And especially when it comes to entrepreneurs didn't get to where they gotta watch everything. They didn't get to where they are by falling for some goofy shit. So anyway, it is what it is. Check out that video on the post. Check out my video. Check out that video in the post so you can get the full context of what she said. Shout out to Fawcett Media. No, I mean, at the end of it, like, they really don't. What they think, like, real talk, what they think is the man that they want, the right man, is just gonna magically fall in love with them because they're just that awesome. That's really what they want to say. If we gonna keep it all the way real. That's really what they think. And I'm not here to ruin dreams or anything like that. I mean, it is, you know, it is definitely possible she can find a nigga she wants, but that nigga probably gonna be older than her. That's what she gonna have to manage. If she gets a dude that's her age, she won. And that's possible. There's a lot of niggas out here that really just want, they just want a nice chick. But you gotta remember too, she got visibility too. She got mad visibility because she online. So it's not like people don't know where she at. Anyway, y'all, this is Edward signing off. Peace.